You're watching Heavy Duty, where we bring classic power and raw engineering back to life. And today, we're firing up one of the most iconic American pickups to ever roll off a Dodge assembly line, the 1981 Dodge Ram D150. This beast wasn't just a truck, it was a statement. A symbol of strength, grit, and pure, unfiltered 80s Americana. The year was 1981, and Dodge was in the middle of a major redesign of its truck lineup. This was the birth year of the first-generation Dodge Ram, a name that would go on to define an entire legacy of hard-working, hard-hitting pickups. The D150 stood right at the heart of that movement. A half-ton two-wheel drive machine with a rugged soul and a whole lot of attitude. What made the 1981 Ram D150 so special? It wasn't about glitz or glamour. It was about functionality with style. A design that could take a beating on the worksite and still clean up nice for a Saturday night cruise down Main Street. From the moment you laid eyes on it, you knew this wasn't just another truck. The squared-off lines, the wide stance, the big bold grille, it all screamed muscle and durability. Let's talk about that iconic front end for a moment. The 1981 D150 introduced what would become the classic crosshair-style grille, a look that would stick around in one form or another for decades. The quad headlights sat proud and square, bookending a massive chrome centerpiece with the unmistakable Ram badge right in the middle. It looked like it could bulldoze a mountain, and sometimes, it probably did. The hood was long and flat, like a workbench just waiting for a tool bag. And those sharp body lines running down the sides? They gave the D150 a chiseled, athletic look, not flashy, but bold in all the right ways. The steel wasn't just for looks either. This was a truck you could throw lumber into, haul gravel, drag equipment, and it would ask for more. It was built to be punished. And let's not forget the wheels. Rolling on rugged 15-inch steel rims, with optional chrome hubcaps or white leather tires, the D150 had a stance that was just right, not too high, not too low. It looked ready to work, and it was. Whether you had the short bed or the long bed, this truck was made for utility. With a payload of over 1,500 pounds and a towing capacity north of 5,000, it was more than capable of handling its weight. Moving around to the rear, the tailgate was no nonsense. Stamped steel, no frills, with Dodge pressed deep into the metal like a badge of honor. This was a time before fancy tailgate tech. No dampers, no step ladders, no power open or close. Just a heavy piece of American metal that got the job done. Slam it shut, and it echoed like thunder. Thanks for riding along. If you enjoyed this deep dive into a true American icon, hit that like button, subscribe for more vintage muscle and modern power, and tell us in the comments, what's your favorite old school pickup? We'll catch you in the next one.